Welcome. We should be live now. I hear myself, so at least that is going for us. Oh, I think I just minimized the windows. Just give me a second. I'll pull that back up. Hold on. Hopefully that.
Hello, Viclet.
Hello.
I think I am being heard too. You're hearing me at least.
I am hearing you. I'm heard in the. Let me see if I can.
But
Okay, I did hear it. Okay. Yeah, I saw it. All right, great.
Okay, good. The gremlins have been out in force lately.
They certainly have.
We cannot trust technology these days. Well,
Absolutely.
or anytime, ever.
Yeah. All right, so I'll do a quick intro. So, good evening, all players. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. Have you got your game ready to go while we gab? Welcome to this week's Gaming Gab stream. Today, we'll have our usual pretty sights from Baldur's Gate 3 in the background, and our first topic is roleplay character alignment charts. They're a good start, but how do we reflect realistic personalities? I'm going to share with you my process, and we could use our bard that we decided to switch to this week as an example in a solo roleplay versus like improv roleplay with others. I encourage anyone interested in this topic to share their experiences with it and any other personality writing systems that they may prefer. You can do so by clicking on the Discord live stage link pinned at the top of the chat. But you must be 18 or older. That's the biggest condition. You can come and go as you please throughout the duration of the stream. And when you're ready to speak, just click the raise your hand button at the bottom. And as long as we don't have too many speakers going at once, I'll invite you on the stage. You can suggest future games that you want me to stream in the comments. If I have it already, you may say it played during the next game gab. You can also watch more fantasy role-playing game fun with our weekly tabletop role-playing game group when we stream our D&D sessions on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Central. If you want to learn more about
and I'll tell you what, the chat is lively, folks.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's some great fun, and you can contribute to what might happen during the game. So if you want to learn more about RPGs, find RP campaigns, coordinate RP campaigns, or just hang out with other people who love roleplay, the community we host our D&D sessions in would be a perfect fit for you. You can join the RPG community server Discord right here that I'm going to link in the chat. The link is also available in the description. That is the Ready to Roleplay server. You can also like to get more people to participate in the conversation. That will help people get interested in role-playing and also get more people to see the live stream and join the topic so we can chat about it.
Like, share some comments, guys.
Yeah, we got a big announcement. We're about to hit 100 subs. So right before I checked, right before the stream, I checked, we are at 94 subs. So we are super close. You can comment either on the community post that I am linking in the live chat, or if you're watching the stream playback in the future, you can comment in the section underneath the video to offer suggestions for what we should do to celebrate on the next Game and Gab that hits. 100 subs. So I'll gather your best suggestions in a community poll for you to vote on. So here is the community post link that I'm gonna quickly pull up 1 second.
Characters can get something special.
Here we go. Here is the community post for celebration suggestions. So you're welcome to use that for live, because if you say it in the live chat, I may be able to see it. I may not be able to see it. Sometimes YouTube just decides whether or not the live chat replay will actually work. It doesn't seem to be reliable. So using the community post while we're live will let me see it after we're done, or you can just comment below in the video when the live stream is over. You can also chat about our topics will meander throughout the day. And so anything can be talked about up here. Depending on what we talk about, we can get into some more serious claims about the world and you know the and ideology and people that the societies that we live in. So in those cases, the opinions of any guests that joined my panel today are theirs alone and are not shared by myself or the channel, or by the Creator Accountability Network. Independent fact checking needs to be done on any claim made here today. So with all that said, we're going to go ahead and introduce today's panel. So from left to right, we have Andrew. You want to say hi?
Hello, hello, hello.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Just kind of working on an image for game in the background.
Awesome. Yeah, we love having you. And next we have Miss Non Sequitur. You want to say hi? She might be busy in the background. But you did get to hear her earlier, so just know that the initial voice that you heard with me was Miss Non Sequitur. And she'll be back whenever either her tech issues resolve, or she's not busy in the background. Looks like it might be a tech issue thing. Welcome back. If you're talking, oh, I saw a little background noise flick. Well, we seem to be having a lot of tech issues today.
I've seen it.
Yes. Okay. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh, good. I can hear you now too. Apparently, the gremlin, the D, things that I love that are super cute, and I would never criticize. Heard me delighting in the fact that they didn't trouble your stream.
No worries.
I deserved it though. You hear me, gremlins? You're good. You're awesome. You're super cute.
All right, so I want to go ahead and say hello to everybody who's joined us today. So we've got Tilt, who is being a wonderful mod and helping out so much in the chat. I also see Hope Ether. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us. And I see Captain Dusk. Thanks for joining us, Dave. Thanks. It's always good to see you.
Here.
Yeah. And
sorry, personal favor. Apologize.
Yeah. And Dave has got a birthday stream coming up on Wednesday, I believe it is.
I did hear that.
Yeah. So you should definitely consider joining that. And hopefully Dave will
Yes,
whenever...
he is turning a ripe 21. Just getting to drink and experience life all of a sudden.
Absolutely. And hopefully
just like I turned 28 my last birthday.
That's right. Of course. Yeah. You're exactly my age. All right. So as far as how long we're going to be going, the goal is going to be 2 hours. Let's see how it goes. You can probably hear I've got some kind of weird respiratory stuff going on. So we'll go for as long as my voice will hang in there. For as long as I can breathe. And we'll kick it off by logging into the Bard campaign. Oh, and I relaunched the Dark Urge campaign because I realized that, especially with how our chat seems to love going for the Dark Urge impulses, that a Lulth-sworn drow would look way cooler and also give us some more like intimidating dialogue options. So I kicked off the game and took it pretty much exactly to where we left off, using all the same options that the chat had me choose. Thankfully, the only thing that the option that I took that the dice check failed this time was lobotomizing us, the little brain devour, intellect devour, I think it's called. And but it worked out anyway because they got mad and we had to kill it, and so it ended up the same way anyway, like last time, because us ended up dying in combat for us during the thing. Oh, and I couldn't. I unfortunately didn't get the fire sword from the dude because I think I went with a higher difficulty, and the illithid dude died early, and he was like one-shotting all of us. So I was just like, all right, I guess I just got to get out of here because it's not working. So that's the only difference for the Dark Urge campaign. Otherwise, the Bard campaign is pretty much right where we left off. Oh, and I should pull up chat. Hold on a second. And you got I think, let's see. I think I
Looking for
accidentally.
steel. I have, well,
Oh wait, hold up. Let me look. Maybe I wasn't. What was I doing? Oh, okay. All right. I see where I needed to then. All right. So we'll start back over here because I didn't realize it when I went to go sell some goods. But I had accidentally started a dialogue thing that I didn't get to capture on stream, so I figured people would want to see it. Especially because this time around, Karlak is going to be a bigger feature in our party, at least until Halson. I know Halson, we're gonna make him into, hmm, he might be our like healer, like a cross between a healer and tank. We'll see how it goes. I might have him replace Shadowheart. We'll see. But let's see here. So, all right, here we can put the Necromancy of Fae together. So we picked this up in the hidden like evil Feyan alchemist dude. And he was quietly abducting members of the Blighted Village, and using them to try and figure out how to uh, resurrect. Oh, I can't remember if it was like his wife or something like that, but yeah. And so he had this tome in there, and he could never figure out how to properly open it. Um, and so we found the gem that you used to open. So now we're gonna have Gale read it because he's got some dialogue checks that can make it work.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth.
Please let me know if you can't hear it.
You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
All
I
right.
do not hear it on the stream, but I do hear it on, well, no, I don't hear it on the Discord. I do hear it on the YouTube stream.
Okay, yeah, you should hear it on the YouTube stream, because I can't simultaneously share screens on the Discord. It takes up.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no worries. But as long as you can hear it in the stream, that's what matters.
Yes, definitely. One of these days we'll get Discord to stream things
The
properly.
book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it.
Unless it
Suddenly,
gets
you are
bought by
capable of anything.
someone
Felling
random.
mountains, darkening suns,
I'm sorry.
conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words
Oh,
slip into your
never mind.
mind,
Nothing
onto your
important.
lips, forming words you don't understand. and something is trying to reply.
Interesting. Alrighty. We're gonna go ahead and since our bard is an enterprising bard, uh, she would let Gale try to see how much she could get out of the book. Uh, Probably very similar. Um, there's always a necromancy book of forbidden rituals out there somewhere. Also, good to see you, left-handed Jenna. Oh, bless. Why not guidance?
The symbols move aggressively, probing your mental defenses. But you hold strong. For now.
There we go.
The world around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer.
Good question, Tilt. You can destroy the book, so I guess in a way you could stab it. But in this case, you know, we have at least two people who are like wanting to at least two party members who are wanting to use it. Why is bless the only? That's so weird. Oh, one shy. There we go.
The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. Black strands of weave curl all about you, only to sink as into graves as you try to grab hold. Necromantic spells, tantalizingly powerful, slip away forever. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you you should never have known.
That's pretty much the last that you get of it until like Act 3. Yeah, I think Tilt, you're probably gonna want
Still alive, so
to
that's progress.
play have us play the Dark Urge next week. That one will have a little bit more time to indulge in the darker side of things. But in this case, we're going for a particular um like somewhere we're going for some sort of either chaotic neutral to like chaotic good sort of thing. I don't remember. Did we already do all this? Looks like we haven't.
Remember our deal now?
Oh no, never mind. Okay, I guess we have. Okay. And then I guess I've already been up here. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, cool. You already done all that. So now we're gonna head back to Damon because we've got some infernal iron to have him fix Karlach. Oh, and we need to sell stuff. I have stuff I need to sell.
Need anything else?
Looks like he's got a lot here. Alright, we'll just do some selling.
Is it just me, or are the sounds of these video games like part of the awesomeness of them? Like, I don't know,
What?
it just makes
I
it
would
more
say, well, they're supposed to make you kind of get more in depth or
right.
into the,
Yeah, but
whole
you
shit
know,
going on.
I've never been into video games as much as a lot of other people my age have. But I have been introduced to them like at various times. My older brothers played Atari, and my younger brother played Nintendo, and my husband played PlayStation. And you know what? I've seen the transition, and it's gotten more in, what's the word?
It all depends on what age you're talking about too, because there was a time when it was like graphics driven, and it's not that it's not still the graphics driven there. It's just kind of slop graphics now.
Well, but I think they think more about other sensations other than visual now. You know, they try to incorporate feeling into the controllers, and they do
But are they
surrounding
really?
sound and things.
But are they really, like, as someone who's kind of followed it for so many years, like, really, are they pushing anything new out there and intense and like cutting edge anymore? No, they're just
Well, I know for
repackaging old slop.
at least for Baldur's Gate
I mean,
3, their goal was to essentially make it like an interactive movie as best they could, and I mean, I feel like they did
yeah,
a pretty good job.
a lot. There's a lot of other games like that too. Just pick your poison. I mean,
I'm not
I
saying
guess
it's
I'm just
innovative.
saying, as
I'm just saying
far
The forest be
as
with you.
well, I haven't played it, but I can't necessarily say that it would be, because what I've seen and from any of the real reviews that people do, it's really just kind of repackaging old slop and throwing it back out there. As far as
I
the
don't think
actual
yeah, I don't
cutting edge
consider
of
it
things,
slop
it hasn't.
personally.
Nothing new has come out.
Yeah, I mean, when it
Like even with the Xbox, nothing new. And like even the games when they produce them, there's so much extra crap that they throw in there for like over over the rendering stuff, like, and it's just useless data that doesn't need to be there, that you could still get the same quality out with just a, if they spent more in the actual product becoming better. They
well,
purposely make
yeah,
it have a wasted amount of time to just take up a shit ton of RAM and whatnot on your systems.
I think it depends on the
Oh,
game. Usually you're not going to get um, you know, the riskier moves from AAA developers. They're going to go for, you know, what's going to make the money. But I will say that as far as narrative and, role play and customization and exploration, like that's what I tend to go for. And being able to have that while also having the option to still be able to play the like you move the character around using the controller and all that. That's been a big help. If I didn't have that, I don't think I could stand to play it. But you know, I
And they had
I
all
think
that back in the day though too, and they had excellent narratives. There's actually some of the
I'm not
best
saying that
games are old games that I've played, like
the
uh,
the
Return to
the point.
Intara, I believe it was.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Like I'm saying, the point is to come out with intriguing, fun narratives that make it feel like you're able to really drive the story. Um, you know, I'm looking for something that will make me really absorbed in the story and also has some good replay value.
Yes. And not saying that there has been excellent, hits, but at the same time, there's a lot of times for the mass majority of things, even though they have the one-offs that are real good,
Damn druids.
you still have a lot of extra shit that is just repackaged crap that we've seen time and time again. For as far as stories, like even just look at our movies and stuff. When have they really come out with anything really new? They just keep repackaging old stories.
I mean,
That's what that costs.
it,
Well,
when it comes to writing stories, um, especially when it comes to something that the audience can resonate with, you know, um, if you break it down to, the very bare basics, uh, then, it's going to look pretty familiar. But, the point is to, in my opinion, to find um, a way that you can like forge your own story in the world that they've created. And, that's what I enjoy about it.
I get it. That's what you're getting out of it and hoping from it, and that's what you would hope for it. When you look for a game, is something that's gonna give you what you're seeking. I'm just saying, in the general sense of the actual technology getting any better, it doing anything groundbreaking. It hasn't done groundbreaking things for many, many years.
Oh yeah, innovative technology. No, that's not going to be too common. The most innovation for technology or that you're going to get is going to be more about behind the scenes, um, like animation capture. So like they tend to really up uh, um, what they're doing for um, capturing actors' movements, how they translate into the game, and because usually, I don't know if you've noticed, but when you try and capture an actor's movements and translate it to the game, in the game it doesn't look as fluid or uh like as dynamic as the like say the
Worked on that
recording
for
of
many
the person
years.
moving. Um,
Hmm.
and you know, it's that is something that has been a big issue for most developers who are wanting to try and get some more dynamic animation in their characters.
Yeah. And they could spend more time on that. It's just the production companies. That's not really
Seem too
what they've been
limited.
looking for.
Yeah, they try to put it. They put a lot of deadlines on because the longer you spend on it, the more money it costs. And if it flops,
Yeah,
they
capitalist
don't want to
crap.
risk it.
Capitalist
Um,
crap.
I, I am
Screwing with
going
all the
to
artists.
um, I'm going to start the dialogue real quick. So
Okay.
I'm going to be silent
How fares the
while
search?
we take care of Karlak here.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlak. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Awesome.
Miss my forge.
Oh, Miss Don Sequitur, I'm sorry. It really doesn't like you. Let's see, have I sold all my stuff? Okay, alright, yeah, we got stuff we need to sell.
Yes, Bernie dog. What do you need to go outside? Yeah. The doggies have called.
The peppercorns. Yeah. Nope. And my pucker's starting to get upset. Oh dear. Here we go. Shh. Charlie. Shh, 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 shh. Charlie. Quiet. Charlie. Settle.
Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close. Hold on to it for now. I haven't quite worked out a schematic for a new design. Might take me a bit of crunching to figure out something suitable. If it can even be. But it's my top priority, believe me. Anything to take my mind off, well, everything.
I think we're just about done, but we'll see. $17. Okay, that would get me 17.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Oh. That's why I got echo. Solve that.
Let's do scale.
It was nice with the little background music.
Yeah. Are you able to hear the game music?
Well, I was when I had the thing open, but then it was giving me the double playback.
True.
in the headphones, so I was just like, whoa, whoa. I don't feel like living on the edge tonight.
Okay, it reloaded. Can you hear me?
I
Oh,
can.
yes.
Oh, good. Okay. So far, so good. When I was just
Yay.
listening to the YouTube, I heard the background music too, and it was very comforting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I went ahead and swapped out um, the intro and break music for the stream. Wanted to try something uh, a little different. That was from the
Hmm.
royalty-free music list.
And well, you have good taste. It's nice stuff, both of them. I've always enjoyed. I mean, I've mentioned it before on the Thursday night streams too. You choose good background music. It's very relaxing.
Very fun. Thank you. I'm glad it suits your taste. But yeah, that is my goal. Trying to go for something relaxing.
Yeah,
I miss my
works.
forge.
Sure that this is all added to this. I was wondering why so much of it wasn't selling, so they hadn't been added to wares.
So how is my Neff dog doing?
Could you say it again, please?
My Neff dog,
Oh,
like my
I see what
nephew
you're saying.
dog, my Neff
Yes,
dog. Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you. I got you. Um, he just had a day with the groomers. I think it was yesterday.
And was he a naughty little boy?
He, because it was his favorite groomer, he actually was, as far as we can tell, behaved.
Oh, good boy. Good Neff dog.
Yes, as far as we
Never a dull
know.
moment.
Um, they
Well,
Room for
seem.
steel?
I mean, would the
Well,
groomer
something
lie?
close.
This one,
Yes, the dog slipped him a 20 under the table. I bet you twice you don't tell him anything, or I'll bite you again.
oh no. Um,
Okay, you tickled my throat with that giggle. You gave me a little cough from my allergies.
oh no.
I've been staying outside a lot this last week and weekend, and my allergies are crying about it.
Oh yeah. I can imagine.
But is he a very handsome boy now that he got to be with his favorite groomer, who maybe lied for him a little bit, but probably didn't lie for him entirely?
Um, as well, so as far as we know, it looks like he didn't bite anyone, and as long as it's the
David.
manager, he is
Mhm.
very excited and happy. In fact, if we mention the name of uh the like store, he gets really excited and he's like, "Oh, are we going
Oh,
now?"
see, he's a good boy, really. He just needs the people who love him bested. I know. Auntie Erin is a pushover. I just loved him. He's such a sweet little man.
Damn druids.
It's because
That's
you
how he
sucked
gets
it
ya.
her
Don't
50.
be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
Oh, yes, I know. It's very easy for me to consider him the perfect little man dog because I don't have to live with him. That's the delight of being an ant. That's the best part of having a nest dog.
That's the funny part of um now that my brother has 3 children. Um,
Hmm.
you know, they it can get overwhelming for sure.
Oh,
And so uh
yeah.
so
Yeah, I can.
I can
That is putting it
appreciate,
very mildly, my love.
yeah, I can appreciate being um just the aunt. Uh
Yes.
but that doesn't stop it doesn't stop my my sister-in-law from making comments about how horrible Charlie is. And it's like, okay, well,
Uh, well,
thanks.
I mean,
Thanks.
Karen's and a
Appreciate it.
Karen.
mm, some people just don't appreciate lovey-dovey doggy doos. I do.
I
That's why
mean,
Some
you
Karen's
need
gonna
to move
Karen.
to Virginia. Well, when you're ready to move away from that horrible, um, not sea state you live in, you'll move to Virginia with my nest dog.
I mean, like, I don't blame anyone because he is bitey, and I've very specifically kept him away from anyone else because I don't want him to
Hmm.
bite anyone else.
No,
Um,
I know. I know he has issues, but
yep.
he's a sweet baby.
So, you know, I it, like I can understand why someone would be uh wary of him. Um,
Especially perhaps someone with children, but at the same time, him's Charlie.
um, yeah, well, and specifically, before
Says,
I
yeah, that
would,
is true. That's a good point.
yeah, true, true. Um, but would, I would specifically ensure that if he saw the kids, that he was, um, on a leash, and I, kept him pretty much away from them. And then
I
the
had no
last,
doubt,
uh,
frankly.
yeah, and then the last time, he was out, he uh, he got snippy because he wanted to get closer. And so, I was like, all right, well, that's it. Can't 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 be in front of the kids again because obviously you can't handle,
Hmm.
uh, being being
Yeah,
at least an arm's
and
length away.
Take care now.
right, and all those kids might have been too much at once, and you know,
Hmm.
Water. My dagger.
he he's a doggy with a
Shame the
past,
goblins didn't kill me.
and I get that because I have a past, and
Yeah,
I get cranky. So,
the thing is, the only thing that really would have traumatized him was you know, Marty accidentally stepping on him while he was sleeping underneath the covers. Um,
Well, no, but you got him. You got him. He was a rescue doggy, right?
he was a puppy when I rescued him, so he was.
He still could have had some trauma.
I'm. I
Need
mean, he
anything
was
else?
super young. I mean, it's
Of course.
possible. I'm not
But
saying it's
please,
not,
remember,
but
you're not the only one in need.
it just
Uh,
it would be a surprise.
Sylvanus be with you.
well, maybe
Need anything
maybe
else?
I'm
Of course. But please,
maybe I'm
remember,
biased. I'm,
you're not the only
I'm
one in need.
anti-caring, and Charlie is my little boy.
Yeah.
I just think he's the cutest. I mean, like, I've seen so many pictures, and I just think he's just the most adorable little doggy boo. I just think he's just the cutest thing I've ever seen. Well,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, not the cutest, but he is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
that's how he gets away with everything.
Uh,
Sylvanus be with
good
I mean,
point.
I say that jokingly, like he doesn't
No.
get away with
I know
everything.
you mean. We know what you mean, honey. No. We know you mean that in the mommy way, in
Yes.
the way like they're so cute. I mean, I'm not gonna
You
be
can
a
stand
bad
back a
mom,
ways, pal.
but they're so freaking cute. They can get away with anything. Yeah, same way the redhead does. I get it.
Yep.
Don't worry.
Yep. Yeah. If
And she does. Sometimes she really does get away with murder when she bats those big blue eyes at me.
yep. I can imagine
And
so.
that's what Charlie does every once in a while. But mostly we maintain discipline.
Yeah. Well, and anytime he does anything that's remotely
Oh,
aggressive, he's gotta sit in timeout to cool down, uh, understand that he's not coming out until he's chill again, and it also gives everyone else a chance to recollect themselves, like me, for example.
oh yeah. Yeah. You know what
Mm-hmm.
they say about infants? If they're screaming and crying and you can't handle it anymore, put them
He
somewhere
didn't
safe,
come back,
like
did
in a
he?
bassinet.
His smell is
Infant,
gone.
infant.
He's
That will
gone.
be safe in a bassinet and walk away for 5-10
Master,
minutes.
he left
Just
with the
walk
weapon's
away,
two legs.
go
He
where
said he'd be
you
back.
can barely hear
But I
them.
can smell them, the weaponed
10 minutes,
ones, and I cannot
calm
smell
yourself.
him.
Gives them a
He's
chance to
not
calm down.
coming
Maybe
back.
they will, maybe they won't, but it gives you a chance to calm down, which is kind of even more important.
No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, even for Master.
This mommy tip brought to you by.
Still nothing.
The more you know. Da, 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 da. You know that thing.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever noticed
But
this
it's
little.
true.
Okay.
And I think it's a
Miss
pretty
those
good
things.
tip for kind of any time, honestly. If it's just too much, just walk away for 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I think if people did that more often, we would have a less violent society.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna see if we can't
All that's playing in my head is that one song. Run away. Oh, 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 oh.
I'm Joe to drown out my cries. Oh, Dill.
Okay, Iris is up again. I think probably this show is going to be done before I'm done here, so I'll say goodbye for now and head out.
All right. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining us. I appreciate it.
have a good
Thank
evening.
you for having me as always, my lovely.
Always love having you.
And
You're welcome anytime.
I hope everybody joins us for Friday Night Fun that I host every Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody here is always welcome there too. Talk to you later.
Awesome.
Bye.
Sweet dreams. Oops. So, is there like a way? Yeah, it looks like this is the only way to go forward. All right.
Hey! Something bit me.
Just an insect. I'm sure you'll survive. Besides,
It's gotta come in a little bit more.
we figured you for a tasty treat.
Okay.
We don't want any trouble.
Give me an aboleth over a midge any day.
Yeah, the fun part. Cutting all the pieces apart.
Here we go. We're gonna have the conflict with Auntie Ethel. See how it goes.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never.
And we'll see what you guys do on Thursday night too.
Drop the act, hag. You was the
Yeah,
last
that'd be
to
fun.
see me, Rena.
Just let her go.
I'll be interesting to see what.
Please.
Thank goodness
How you
you're
finish it
here,
up.
sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
I do hope we can finish
Stop
it up
this.
this week.
We won't ask again.
I figure if you're on the course you're on, most likely it'll happen. And you've eliminated most of the other likelihood of ending, so the there's basically one or two endings left.
All right, we're gonna go with the bard route because it's the most flavorful. It says just because she's an old woman
Yeah.
in a swamp, she's a hag. They all the fairy tales, lads. Oh wait,
Yeah.
there's a way. Okay, here's a question for you guys. Should we try and see what happens if we expose her illusion before we talk to her? I would have to reload to right before I swap. But I'll leave this up to you. If you want me to just play it as it is right now, I can do that. But if you'd like to see what happens when we expose her illusion first, we can do that. Play it as it is. We have one for play it as it is. Do you have an opinion, Andrew?
Well, the exposing illusion does sound fun, to be
Yeah?
honest. If you want to get into mischief,
This
see
character
what
is a
happens
mischief
there.
maker. That's what made me think of it.
So I mean, for that reason, I would say go with that. But I mean, well, you'll have to see what the voting ends up with. But that would be my opinion in the whole matter.
We have an I don't know, play as is, and then yours is illusion, Oh, Tilt. So on uh the Daily Atheist Discord server, um, there is a Friday Night Fun community event on the server, so you would have to use Discord to to join. It would be a it can be a couple things. You can either join the voice chat or you can listen to the voice chat and then type on Discord. Yeah, I figured you wouldn't be interested in that. But for those who are interested, um, there are a couple of ways to join. Um, if you want to do the Friday Night Fun event on the Discord server. So the link at the top of the chat immediately invites you to this live stage that's in the Daily Atheist Discord. But if you want just a simple, like, I just want to get invited to the Discord, I don't want to deal with the live stage, you can go into the description and you'll see I've listed the Secular Humanist Community server. And clarified that it's the damn Discord. So, Jedi, I think you'd be the deciding vote. Do you want to see what it looks like when we expose the illusion, or do you want to play it as it is? If we do it this way, we won't be able to expose the illusion first to see what she says. By the way, pertaining to the topic, I've gotten plenty of sleep, and I always yawn after 11 o'clock. And we got a deciding vote. Play as it is, go with the flow. All right. Uh, so my generally speaking, um, I tend to go with a character concept first. And I think about a general theme that I want. All the characters that I've made have some sort of adventuring role to them. We want them to be able to go out there and explore and interact with others. Excuse me. I think it's just gotta the yawns are just gonna be with us for the next hour. Um, but as far as like alignment charts go, like they're useful whenever you're playing um a a tabletop game that has spells that are relevant. So, any spells that like protect from or affect a person who is considered good or evil, if they're true neutral, maybe they wouldn't be affected by it, things like that. Um, and there is enough of a range with the alignment charts that it's a good starting point. Obviously, if you stay there, your character is going to end up too flat. And you know, it wouldn't be a developing narrative, excuse me, if you didn't have a character arc where your character might change alignments over time, or kind of like the plan is to eventually grow beyond the alignment chart, where they may still technically be categorized in one of them, but it would be that would be so simplified that it wouldn't describe all of their personality.
Well, that's because it's not so much as straight up, even though it can be linked to try to help players for developing personality. Because a lot of that stuff kind of came in further later, but it's more based on your actual actions. And there can be more thing than just straight up character spells and such, but there can be even just items that won't function for if you an evil character can't function certain items or a good character can't function certain items. Or you can have it too where it's something where like even different planes of existence kind of get affected by it. But as far as the cosmology of D&D, and it's kind of a general guide point for that. And I guess how we've always played it over the years too is the fact that you choose it at the beginning, kind of what you feel your character is going to be, and as it plays along, it can kind of shift a little bit. And
Yeah.
yeah, usually spell stuff affects it, or getting into things is more so like story arc wise, kind of is usually the big thing that affects things.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Otherwise, it's with the personality stuff. That's more people just trying to tie stuff into it without without having the and then like newer players coming in and not having the understanding. So that kind of systems being developed to simplify it for them to bring them into a fold a bit.
Sure. Well, so for this discussion, when I refer to personality, I am referring to the the overall outward disposition of the character and how their actions tend to be. So I'm not referring to, for the most part, to um, the inner characteristics of a personality that you know that you would have if you're thinking about yourself, because you are you're privy to your own thoughts, but you know others can only see your actions. So for personality, it would be an observer's perspective of that person, their actions, their speech, um, and what sort of decisions they tend to make. Um, and for for my process, um, I tended to I didn't use alignment charts for a really long time because um, I would come up with the concept, think about the theme, think about how did they obtain their current abilities? What do they have? How did they get to that point? And then once I had the backstory cooked up, or like the basic outline of the backstory, then I would go into very basic, like introductory disposition. Um, this might be like where you would, if you were doing D&D, this is probably where you would use your character alignment. But for a really long time, I just kind of went with, um, in this introductory scene, what are their motivations for being here, and how are they reacting to being in this scene? And especially when other characters are involved, how are they reacting to those characters? Um, and then as far as, developing it from there, like you're not going to be able, at least in my experience, you're not going to be able to flesh out a full, like, three-dimensional character without having some interactive play in there, even if it's solo interaction. So, for example, with here in Baldur's Gate, you know, this character's personality, like we have the basics of she's generally speaking um, somewhere between chaotic neutral and chaotic good, and how she responds to other um, characters fleshes out, more of where she might land, or, exactly, it becomes more complex from that point onward to where, you know, maybe she continues to straddle the line, and doesn't fit neatly into a category. Maybe
Oh, did they,
she'll
so
feel
they
good
built
about, sorry?
so did they build something in Baldur's Gate 3 as far as it matters at the end of the story where your alignment is, or in the story?
Um, so there's not like an explicit alignment. It's it's the pathway that you take. So the decisions that you made, there were like certain um there are certain like forks in the road on decisions that you make, that determine how the world reacts to you and how the game ultimately ends. And because of that, there are so many diverse reactions as the game goes on, and quite a few different endings. Because it's more like a huge complex flowchart than, of decisions that you make throughout the game
It's
than
like
like,
Mass Effect, it sounds like.
yeah, but more decisions, even more, like there
There was a
are,
lot of decisions in Mass Effect.
I know that, and I played all three, and there are even more. There are more decisions, and they get more complex as you play the game and interact with the world. Um, some decisions will be closed off from you because of decisions you've made in the past. So, like, instead of having, um, in this case, like four choices, because you maybe like uh got in a fight with someone in a previous act, the person that they know in the second act will only react to you in like a couple of ways or something like that. And it compounds. So, but conversely, you can also get more options, depending on what it is. It's the programming that they've made and the choice customization for this is massive. I think that's where they spent the majority of their time, honestly, was writing the narrative pathways. Because there are some that people are still discovering after like this game has been out for 2 years, and people are still finding like new um interactions and new reactions. Um,
Still finding stuff on Skyrim, and it's been out for how many years?
yeah, I would say it's it's close to Skyrim's dynamics, but
You're just polishing that turd.
it's still the complexity is like so different from Skyrim. It's kind of it.
Oh,
It's not a
yes.
fair comparison, I would say. Like there may be like more. There are definitely like way more uh pathways, I would say, but with Skyrim, you know, you can create a lot of new stories and decisions based off of who you attack and who's dead. Uh,
Not too much. It I feel it kind of flows actually pretty close to the same every time as far as the story goes. I guess
well,
I
no,
played
yeah.
so many games of it though.
No, like the main
Skyrim.
story, you're pretty limited, but as far as like side quests is what I'm referring to. But in this case, yeah, it's just the complexity is so different. It's really hard to make a direct comparison, and I think that like if you were to look at the decision pathway flowchart, there are probably more uh decisions on this one than like flowchart decisions than Skyrim. But you also have to keep in mind that like some decisions are more like for personal flavor. So uh like maybe decision 1 and 2 here might be similar in the overall outcome. The dialogue might be a little bit different. The outcome may be the same. But Tilt. Oh, I'm sorry. If you ever want help learning how to use Discord, you can just ask me. I'm happy to help you out. Um, but yeah, so for this one, it looks like our majority was play it as it is, go with the flow. So we're just gonna go ahead with Bard just because she's an old woman in a swamp. She's a hag. Lay off the fairy tales, lads.
Sweetie, be careful!
She's with the hag!
Don't bloody stand there gaping. Get her!
Okay. Okay, it should probably be above that. Okay. What's that?
Demir! Demir!
Throat can be right under there.
This is gonna feel good.
Wings. Wings.
Tactical.
Let's see. Is your yeah, you got it on people.
Oh, my stars! I didn't mean for this to happen.
She's pretty. money driven, so.
You're a cheeky
Just
pup,
happening.
aren't you? But I can respect someone who gets down to business. And such heroic deeds deserve proper thanks.
And then I'm
If you
about
want
to
stop
take that
by my
tentacle part
house,
apart.
I'll be sure to look after you. See you soon, dearie.
That's an interesting out of
Feels less
context image.
helpless than she made out. I don't trust her.
Not completely. I mean, I said I was working on my art stuff on the side while I was chilling here tonight.
Come on. Come on. Oh, why is it doing this? Let's see. Dear Joel and Demir, don't get mad. I mean it. I'm only leaving this note so you don't panic and do something stupid. I'm going to the hag. I owe it to Connor to make things right. You know he'd do the same for me. I'll be back soon, so not a word to Mom, alright? She has enough on her plate. Marina. Going to add to wares. And this isn't letting me make an action because it's glitched out. Fun. Alright, so I just have to pick it up and then deal with it later. And it's doing the same, so it seems to just be doing it to any weapon. Great. Maybe it's because they had the weapon equipped and they were dazed and it didn't like it.
Bernie.
Absolutely, Tilt. I'm happy to help. It's very easy. All you essentially the moment that you join as a member, it automatically puts you in the audience. And Discord may want to try and set up like camera and step permissions, but you won't be forced to use it unless you try and join the stage.
I'll take that.
And you have to raise your hand to do that, so it's not an automatic thing. Okay. We're gonna try and
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
oh, I have to do it with Gale. Shit. Oh, I have an investigation. There you go. And there goes the illusion. The only way to dispel the illusion first is to sneak past the fight. It didn't narrate. Didn't play the narrator. Outlander, Eyes of the Blind. Nice.
Narrator. Eyes on the prize.
Best avoid that trap.
Poisoned apple. You can only see that. What's the price? I'll have to wear. It's over here. Baldur. You gotta be careful in the waters here. There are a lot of traps. But what I want to go for, I don't want to go straight to Ethel's. I want to head to Kaga.
Trap.
It is a little more difficult to navigate on your phone. It is possible, but if it essentially the only way to really control the volume is through your phone's volume. Although you may have a few options depending on what the settings are for your personal settings in Discord, and I'll help you navigate that. Oh no. Okay. It is this way to Condos. Oh, let's look this way real quick.
Blood everywhere. Someone wasn't as fortunate in their choice of campsite as us.
That's curious.
I wonder what kind of creature could have caused so much damage.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. You can't have the YouTube stream on and Discord at the same time. Obviously, it would create an echo. So I that's yeah,
Well, you can
not
have them
recommended.
on. You just have to mute one.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't burn yourself.
I guess it's only a one-time check. I can't get
Ouch! My thing!
my thing.
All right, what now?
That is the tilt. So it's because you used the link at the top of the um at the top of the live chat. That particular link is scheduled to have you like I specifically uh shared a link for the stage so people could join the stage when they hit the link at the top of the live chat. But in the description, you have just the basic like invite to the Discord server. Okay, here we go. Is that the only way? I realize this might have been the only way. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm silly. It was out of date. Huh, interesting. Okay. I'll have to fix that. Thanks for letting me know. What I'll do is I'll post a new link. It shouldn't have expired. I have it on like never expires, so I'm surprised to hear that. Oh, what just happened? Oh, I got into a fight with druidy things.
Let's end this.
How many spell slots? What is it? Oh, this. Miss! How could you miss? Let's take a look. That is so strange. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Can't even catch my breath.
Darn. Wasted a turn.
I'm gonna take a quick
Swords meet
break
swords.
on this and get back to working on it when I get back in.
Alright.
Yeah, because now I got it all cut to its pieces, so now I just gotta go in and reshade things, redetail things properly. And I should be able to have it for the next game, because where you're going, this is what'll be happening anyways, but that's for some reason we're to double back and check every other room for some reason. You got most of the stuff now. I mean, it's not that it's not a possibility that you could, but I think everybody's kind of getting ready to get out of this dungeon.
Yeah.
I'm heating up.
We're pretty much at the phase where we
Well,
well,
then we'll have
we just it's like, all
otherwise,
right, we'll just take the main goodies and get out.
the main goodies you found, yeah.
Soldier.
Yeah, and then we'll have to do against rotation. As far as that goes. I will be back.
Alrighty. Oh, nice. Critical hit. Okay, I see what's going on. They can conjure more methods. Yeah, summon method. Interesting.
Can't give up. Bleed for me.
See how much that is. 62. Oh my god. No, Tilt, you're fine. That is a link problem, so don't worry about it. I've got to fix it.
Survival is all that matters.
Shattered. Nice.
Oh my word.
End up moving. Let's see. What are you? Are you a construct? You're a plant. I don't think I have anything for a plant. Let's switch you.
What the frick was that? That's
What?
weird. Something just popped in my headphones. I don't know what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, weird.
Incoming.
I have a long rest after this. You're okay. Good to know.
Let's do whatever you think.
Got to focus.
Maybe. Let's see. Do
What should I do?
there we go.
Nothing will stand in my way. Can't slow down.
This'll be me.
There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a rest. Yep, we're at a short rest.
Allotment of how many you can have.
In the game we can have 2 short rests, but you can take a ton of long rests. So
I get you.
there's no limit to long rests. So, the thing is that it may like speed up certain events. So based on the timing, like sometimes you want to take more long rests to get cutscenes. Sometimes you want to take fewer. It's just depends.
Making me sweat.
we're gonna have. Oh, okay. Well, then that's not gonna be helpful.
A long way to go still.
I don't have anyone who does unarmed attacks. It's all monk stuff. Yeah. No one can use that. All right then.
What to do?
Ooh, beef moss. Wait, what did I just pick up? What was the twisting branch? Where's that? Oh, it's a club.
What am I to do?
Whiskey branch. The old whiskey branch.
Yeah, I want sparkly hands. Unfortunately, you gotta
Speaking of sparkly hands,
be unarmed.
we
Yes?
can
Road ahead.
you guys could create your own spells.
Must be the tree from the note.
So say
What's
you
that
want to
cleft
create
there?
something like a sparkly hand spell. I mean,
Ooh, interesting.
we can figure out mechanics.
Yeah, that sounds like that would be a fern thing.
Well, yeah.
I
But
mean,
that doesn't mean
I don't mind creating my own spells. I might ask for tweaks for particular spells, but most of them will just be
it'd be dabbling.
narrative.
Yeah.
Although down is word of your progress. I am pleased that the Rite of Thorns is begun. I depart soon from Cloakwood to Baldur's Gate. Should you need further aid from my circle, now is the time to ask. Once cloistered, the Emerald Grove will be the Shadow Druid's domain, and you its first druid. In Faldorn's memory, Archdruid Aelus. We're about to hit the top of the hour, and I think that's when we'll call it. Because I'll need a bathroom break anyway, and I don't think I'll survive another hour.
Okay. Well, then, I guess kind of keep going with the alignment thing. Like even like as far as in our game wise, it's mostly gonna be story wise, you know, some obviously like spell story wise and everything like that.
Mhm.
That alignment might matter wise. But overall, it's not like I was banning evil characters.
Yeah.
That also means that if you pick a certain alignment, try to play kind of that way,
Sure.
you know, in a sense. Like your back simulation of what you think it'd be like.
Yeah,
Private
that's
word would be nice.
generally speaking.
But I mean, that does mean that. Yeah.
I was just going to mention that I wanted to go for a type of character who is trying to figure out how to get closer to her deity and trying to see like does she like do her principles matter? What you know, what are the uh, like what to her what takes precedent? You know, her personal morals or um, her loyalty to the deity if she manages to get close enough. You know,
I
there's that
mean, and
interplay.
it also depends too, like, what is that interacting to be like? That doesn't mean that, like, let's say you get in contact with your deity directly even more. Because, I mean, it's not that Saloon hasn't been showing a little bit of stuff here and there throughout this dungeon.
Mhm.
But, I mean, that's obviously Saloon has a slight invested interest in this place.
Yes. Well, and the vision was a big uh, a big help to her. It's usually her visions aren't vocal, they're just visual.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
Or
not.
rather,
Also,
they
it's got
don't
to figure too is it's still was a shrine for Saloon, so there's still some Saloon-esque
Mhm.
powers and stuff to it. So a little bit easier for them to contact one-on-one to a degree.
Yeah, except when you're right next to the whatever that basin area was. I don't know, that floor, maybe that floor has poor reception.
What, the one right above the whole thing?
When she tried to ask if she was if if cleansing the shrine entirely instead of just leaving it sealed was Selena's will.
Yeah.
And you said that there's static. I said no reception.
Yeah.
So,
And there's well, and it's not like there's not other forces too going on at the same time there because obviously well, and I got to look at or what to put it as instead of Shar it's I think it just would with Z. But anyways, their influence is there too. So I mean,
I get that. It just,
and
I
there
figured
is the
that,
bit from the guest character that they were with a group that had originally come here just before, and that's why they're there.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Diminutive creature
what did they
sporting a
do?
red hat glares at you. That noise. Is the
What were they
creature
here for?
pretending to be a sheep?
Okay. Uh, I gotta go the chaos route. I gotta go take a deep breath and say, ah. Everyone approved?
Is here on vacation? Is that what we're saying?
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Oh, we have Anarchic Fox. good to see you. And Regios, good to see you. Now that I'm in a kind of a good stopping point, so let's go ahead, because the rest of this swamp is just exploration. What I'll do is, behind the scenes, I'll finish up exploration and then stop right before we get to, the Gur Punter that's like right about here somewhere. And that way you're not having to just, you know, sit back and watch the mindless exploration. But, alright, so let's go ahead and save. And I will get a new damn Discord link. Oh, and they need to do a long rest. Sometimes there's something important for a long rest. Well, we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. So, all right. So, I'll have us play a little tune. Alrighty. And let me go ahead and get you that link now. And this should take you to the regular server invite. That's so strange that. Interesting. Okay, so let me try this. This is the damn Discord. We're gonna have a Friday night fun at 9 p.m. Central this week, and it happens every week. And tell me if this link does not work. Let me look at the. Interesting. Okay. I'll swap that out. That link should give you just a general invite. That shouldn't take you directly to the stage. Alrighty. So we're gonna do a quick wrap up. So I want to thank everybody who's joined us. Thank you so much, Andrew, for sticking with me for the stream. Thank you to Tilting and Anarchic Fox, Regios, Hope Ether, and I think Left-Handed Jedi was there for a little while. So I do appreciate everybody for joining us, and also Miss Non Sequitur, who had to leave early. Thank you so much for joining. We are super close to 100 subs, and when we do hit 100 subs, the following Monday, I will hold a 100 sub celebration stream. And so far, how we're going to celebrate is undecided. So if there's a particular way that you want to um, celebrate 100 subs, do you want to have a spicy discussion? Do you want to have a relaxing chill night that you can fall asleep to? Do you want to play specific games? I even include a list of games in the community link that that I used earlier. That now I've totally forgotten. Here we go. Let me go to the community post to share it. 1 second. Here we go. So if you comment under this community post, you can leave a suggestion for what we should do to celebrate. And you can also see the list of games that I can stream. And you can tell me which ones you want me to stream for the night. And we can also cover any kind of a topic that you're interested in. Or we can have maybe like a reaction stream. We could react to something. Who knows? It's up to you. For those who are watching in the future, if you're watching this before the celebration stream, you can comment below to tell me what you would prefer to see for the 100 subs celebration stream. So with all that said,
Like and subscribe.
you know, yeah, like and subscribe so we can get it up there. And also you can be notified of when I go live, whenever we have delays like this because of my stupid throat. And whenever, you know, we can have more people enjoy the stream and participate in the conversation, you can get more people to join with liking the stream. Our next Game Gab will be on Monday at 9 p.m. Central. If there are any delays or if anything needs to be pushed back, you can subscribe to be notified. And also, I will be sending any messages ahead of time using the community posts and also sending announcements in the Ready to Roleplay server announcement channel and also in the, I think it's the creator promotion channel in the damn Discord. So I'll give people give as much advanced notice as I can if anything changes. But subbing just takes care of it. Make sure that you turn on the bell with all subscriptions to get notified of them. If you want to hear me sooner than next Monday, you can join me on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central when I stream our D&D sessions with my tabletop role-playing game group, Ready to Roleplay. We've got Andrew here with us. He's our DM who crafts some fun narratives for us to play. And you can join our growing role-playing game community server, the Ready to Roleplay server here that I'm going to post in chat. You can also see a link in the description. So we didn't really have anything spicy, but just in case, please remember that each guest's opinions are their own and not shared by myself, this channel, or the Creator Accountability Network. All claims need to be independently verified and fact-checked. I want to thank the Creator Accountability Network for providing an ethical framework aligning with secular humanism that creators and viewers can work together to uphold. You can find resources for victims, community members, and creators in their resources page that is linked in the description, and I'm going to link it in the live chat as well. So if I can just tab to the right place. Can resources? Oh, thank you, Tilt. You beat me to it. And lastly, we're gonna ask if Andrew wants to direct anybody anywhere.
Not quite at the moment. I will probably have something to say on Thursday.
Okay, great. Awesome. So everybody, look forward to our D&D game on Thursday at 9 p.m. Or no, 8:30 p.m. Central. Excuse me. Very close times, but yeah, 8:30 p.m. Central, so you can get that announcement. For everyone who made it this far, thank you for joining our chill open discussions. I hope it provided a chance for you to either think critically, or in this case, just kick back and listen until you're ready to sleep. We'll see you next Monday at 9 p.m. Central when we can resume our game while we gab. Have a great night, everybody.